And here I see our local press coming. I don't know if we want to take it on to Josh Meny. I know we were having some communication difficulties, right? We couldn't hear him well on his phoner, and not entirely sure why. But there he is, the man who was on part of the traveling press, grinning ear to ear. So really cool opportunity. I can't wait to give him the Q&A, right, and ask him what that was like. But yeah, it's been a really cool, guys. I mean, maybe, yeah, let's do that. Let's plan for that. I'll just switch places with him. Are you guys cool with that? Yeah, I'll step out and we'll hear from him. That's a good plan. I don't know if we have a CG ready. Hey, Josh, we're handing the mic to you, all right? I don't know if you want to do a Q&A or do you just want to go and talk about your experience? What was that like, man, being on part of the Motorcade?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, when you're under the plane, you don't realize how freaking big that thing is, if I may say. But yeah, it was, the room was filled. And the reception was really good. Biden was, working the crowd, talking a lot about democratic things, strengthening the middle class, putting a cap on pharmaceuticals. They were even talking about the high-speed rail between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. So it was pretty good.
What was it like being in the Motorcade? I know it wasn't a long drive, but can you just, for those of us who may never have the opportunity to sit in one of those vehicles, just describe the experience?
Well, the first thing I'd say is that it's a very large motorcade, right? There's just so many moving pieces. There's so many people. There's security. There's the local journalists. There's the national press pool, which is, dozens of journalists as well. So it's like a traveling town.
You're our top political reporter, right, at 2 News, and you've met a lot of people and you've seen a lot of campaigns. Have you ever been a part of something like this before, and what makes it different?
I've never been a part of this. This is big government. It's as big as it gets, right? You can just feel the power. You can feel the organization behind it. This was just so impressive, I've got to say. And it was pretty surreal being that close from Biden. At one point, I was only a couple feet away. You only see him in the headlines. It's different when you see him in a room. Overall, I think he was well received by the crowd there and had a fairly coherent speech.
Okay, so you were close to the president, didn't get to shake his hand or perhaps ask a question?
I don't shake politicians' hands.
Oh, okay. There you go. A true journalist right there. Josh Meny. Really glad we got to do that, guys. I know we were having trouble with his phoner, so really cool to be able to hear from Josh firsthand what that was like.